Hey, what's up? It's Monday, and I'm still here. It's late. I'm doing my usual Tuesday routine today on Monday since it's kind of an abbreviated week. Bunch of work today. We took this in 04. Vindy codes as an 04. Owner says it's an 04. Shop Monkey says it's an 04. But it's a April 03 E46 325 CI. And the customer states the top and trunk lid are inoperable. After doing some research, the trunk lid doesn't work because the top doesn't work. And I don't know why the top doesn't work yet, but we're working on it. It can kind of go if you help it along and are extremely patient, but the red light just flashes in there. It doesn't know what's going on. Fluid level's good. Pump sounds okay. There's no code stored. The pump's getting power. The switch works. All those normal suspects are kind of addressed and coming out okay. Fluid's reasonably clean, and like I said, there's enough of it, so we're gonna have to get Sergio in here and start doing some more research. I know very little about convertible tops, and neither do Michael or Alan, so Sergio's got more experience with that. We'll see if he can come in Thursday. 528's got a new left level sender, and it's been driven maybe 2 days, and that code is not returning for a large fuel tank leak. So there must have been a hairline fracture or crack somewhere in that original level sender. It's not quite ready for smog yet, but he does want us to address that. Airbag lights on for the driver belt tensioner, so I've ordered one of those per his request. The E60, it's not Christmas anymore, so we dealt with the seatbelt thing. We put the bypass in, and that's working. No more airbag or seatbelt lights. Then we had the steering angle sensor. Once you'd calibrate the sensor, and it calibrates fine, and then you turn the steering wheel after the codes are cleared, and bling, lights come on. DSC malfunction, ABS malfunction, brake, traction lights, whole 9 yards. So I pulled out the steering angle sensor SCL today, replaced the steering angle sensor disc and laser, and reset those codes, and it was still coming back. In fact, I had more codes for lack of ability to even calibrate the steering angle sensor. Well, I failed to account for the fact that when I take the steering wheel off, I put it upside down. So as you line up the disc, I needed to rotate it 180 degrees. So I took it back out, did that, and did a quick drive around the lot here. Those codes are not returning. So we've gotten rid of 5 lights on the dashboard. We have 1 remaining. Service engine soon light comes on after a few cold starts due to secondary airflow to low bank 2. So we've removed the valve, given it a bath in one of the ultrasonic cleaners. Loads and loads of carbon came out, which is a good sign. And now we're waiting on a new gasket, which is due tomorrow, to reseal that up and put everything back together. So hopefully that alleviates the final warning light in this car. I've assembled the center console and shifter. We're using a Z4M shift knob and a standard E60 black leather boot. The illumination works, so we're golden there. Mike and Alan worked this morning on the 02 or 3, I barely remember, 02 M5. Headliner's out, all the pillars are out. That stuff's ready to go down to our sublet to get recovered, hopefully this week. Exhaust and drive shaft are reinstalled. New, freshly refinished wheels are on. New tires on the front, all that jazz. Brake lines are in, brakes are bled. Kind of wrapping this thing up, and now we're about ready for paint work on a replacement passenger side mirror, and the leather work, and the upholstery work, which always takes forever at the end. Finished up the inspection earlier today on the 03 Le Mans Blue. Delivered that to the customer. I think he's on his way back down from Car Week in the Bay Area today, so he'll probably review that tomorrow. Hopefully we'll devise a service plan for him. And then the last several hours, as we approach 11 o'clock, I've spent cleaning up, and you wouldn't know it. There's a lot more to do. There's just stuff everywhere, but I organized the parts table, so that's a little bit better. Anybody want to buy some SMG transmissions? I've got enough of them. And how about this M62 that delivered on Friday? This is how it came. Toppled over on a crate, and you can look in, and this is the rare vented valve cover option. You can see the cam-to-cam chain, and the broken timing cover, the broken valve cover. There's pieces of it here. That chain at the bottom has loads of slack in it, so there's something wrong there. And we can't even see what has happened down here. It's just fallen off of the skid, and a board broke, but there may be damage to the lower oil pan too. So I've let the customer know who purchased this and supplied it for me, and have yet to hear about how he wants to proceed. That's it for me. It's time to go get some dinner and crash. Talk to you guys tomorrow, Tuesday. Bye. Cool.